Check one, two, check one, two. What's up, guys? We are live again. We're going to go over the tutorial for Charity Gayle, I believe, and it's going to be a fun one today. So today I'm going to be playing through the patch for, it's just a, I think it's, wait, let me see. Playing through Thank You, Jesus, for the Blood. Honestly, a lot of the stuff off of this album, those other patches that I created for the Line 6 Helix, Stomp, Podgo, H6 Effects, will work for a lot of these tones. Pretty much covered everything with those three patches. So I'm going to be playing through that one. We're in F sharp, G flat. If you look at some of the charts, it'll say G flat on there as well. But I'm going to be focusing on F sharp, capo 2, playing in E shapes. And there's a couple parts that I wanted to go over for this. There's some specific parts that I'm hearing when I go back and listen through the stem. So I wanted to make sure that we go over that. Also, really important, I have the tabs below that I created for all of the stuff that I'm going to go over today. And it's free. Go in the link in the description below and click on that link. And I'm basically building an ever-growing course for each artist that I kind of go over. For example, I've got the Elevation one is live right now. The Phil Wickham one is live. And then currently building the Charity Gayle one. So if you click on the link below, you'll see all the tabs, everything kind of neatly organized. Everything is kind of put together there for you. So first, let's go over the interludes. The interludes kind of sound like this. So depending on where you're at in the song, it's going to be really overdriven. You'll stack on your drives, or in the beginning, it's kind of this like dark neck pickup type of tone that's kind of buried underneath because the dynamics are not super heavy just yet. So that was kind of the tone that I was going for. Also, as far as like delays go, what I'm using, the BPM is in 81 beats per minute. We're in 6/8, and my delay, it's kind of 50-50 on the mix, and I'm using a dotted eighth delay there, so you'll kind of hear it. So you kind of want the delays to play with that part there. So you'll play that for the interludes there. Next, we're going to go over verse 2 because verse 1's kind of dead anyway. There's not a whole lot going on. But verse 2, it starts to ramp up, and there's some cool parts in there. And it kind of sounds like this. That's like the first half of verse 2, and then in the second half of verse 2, it starts building towards the chorus, and there's something else different there. So, but for the first half, we'll go over just that shape, and basically you're going to be hammering on from the 6th to the 8th fret, and then the shape that you're playing is the 8th fret D string, the 6th fret G string, the 7th fret B string, and the 6th fret E string. So those 4 strings there. And then all of the movement is going to be on that D string. So you're going to hammer on from the 6th to 8th, and then play the G and B string. And then you'll hammer on again with your ring finger to your pinky on the 9th fret. So you'll loop that over and over, and then you'll play, let me throw some distortion on here, because it starts building a little bit. could really dig in there. How you play that is the 11th fret B string to the 9th fret. And then you can land on the 11th fret G string. And then you'll repeat that again. But then you'll land on the 10th fret G string. And then you're into the chorus. So for the chorus, it's pretty simple. You'll be following the vocal melody pretty much. So here's what it sounds like. Pretty much following that vocal melody. So we'll start on the 7th fret. Then we'll go up to the 11th fret B string. And if you ever get lost, just make sure you're following that vocal melody. It's pretty easy. So 11th fret to the 9th fret, back to the 7th, and then to the 6th, back up to the 11th, follow that melody line again. And then you'll cap it off on the G string on the 8th fret, and you can play those two notes together. Kind of dig into it. And then you'll resolve on that G string to the 6th fret G string. Keep those two notes going. Then go back up the scale to the 12th fret, 11, 11 to 9. So again, I'll play it slower. Let me take the delay off so you can kind of... So that's pretty much it for the lead guitar parts. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty much just like E chords. I also included some chord shapes that you can play located in that course that I mentioned at the beginning. Again, it's free. Again, you're playing, just E shapes. And then I also included some kind of mid-range stuff that you could play. That's up higher if you need something else there, if you're not playing the lead stuff. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions or anything in the comments below or anything that I missed. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video, and we can hang out for a couple seconds here. Can you try to play Over the Hills and Far Away from Gary Moore? One thing is, with these YouTube live streams, I can't play the actual recording of the song. So it's one of those things, I got to listen to it, come back, and then show you the parts. But if you want to see stuff where I'm actually playing over certain songs, I have a second channel called Joey Cobra Clips or something like that. And then I basically strap a GoPro to my head and I'll play through all the way front to back a lot of these songs. So stay tuned for that. It's a separate channel. Got a lot of stuff up there already, but stay tuned for I Believe. So as soon as I get off of this live stream, I'm going to go record the actual playthrough, and that'll be posted to the Joey Cobra Clips channel. And so if you haven't already, I'll throw the link in the description or comments or whatever, and then you can easily find that. But yeah, we will see you guys in the next video.